Well, it's that time again for another update on our planetary defense project. We're coming along a pretty good clip. You know, once we got the Game Master object together and something to handle all the game rules, it turned out pretty well. So we got some updates. We pretty much did everything that we said we would do in the backlog for the next week, or for this week actually. So we'll switch over to the computer and we'll show those off. And we need to start thinking about how to wrap this up because we're running out of time. I gave myself 2 months to get this project whipped together. We also need to try and find an artist to help us touch up all our artwork, and and add some sound effects, and things should be pretty much done. Okay, so let's switch over to the computer and show you the progress.
All right, welcome back, video game nerds. We are at the next episode, and let's see. Last time, let me bring up the list. Last time, we wanted to do detecting the wave end and the game end, and we wanted to add the heavy bomb and the smart bomb, and add the rockets. Ooh, and the rockets are done. Okay, so we've added those, and let me show you kind of the status we're at. So the game starts up, and the first round are the targets, and what I did is I added a little timer for the targets. The targets are going to be timed, so the idea is that you want to get as many targets as possible for bonus points, without hurting yourself. Because they disappear, but you got to watch out for the explosions. They kind of block your way. All right, the next wave was the regular bombs. Now, we've added the rockets, so right now it's on bullets, right? But I can switch to rockets, and the rockets will do like a missile command explosion kind of thing. Oops. So it makes it kind of convenient to, you don't have to hit it exactly. And then you can switch back over to bullets if you want. All right, wave 2 was the heavy bombs, which we had last time. And so the thing about using the rockets, see, I can change between the bullets and the rockets by pressing the number. But the rockets just make flak, and the heavy bombs are immune to it. So you got to hit the heavy bombs directly. All right, and I got the little flash so you can see that it's taken some damage till finally it blows up. And let's see, it takes 3 shots to blow up the bombs, the heavy bombs. Of course, they can hit the planet too. All right, the next one are the smart bombs. And the smart bombs, what they do is they travel like regular bombs, but whenever an explosion is nearby them, they back away from it until they think it's clear. So you got to either hit them directly or you got to do it with an explosion right on top of them where they can't get away. Okay? So that's the smart bombs. Of course, you can always hit them with bullets because they don't see the flak. Yeah, so smart bombs are very close to regular bombs. It's pretty easy for me to do a check to see if there's any explosions nearby, and then I can do an angle calculation and just have it back away from the bomb for so many seconds, and then go back towards the planet. All right. So I really didn't have much trouble with this. What I did have to do though was, since I started using so many sprites, I had to come up with a an item to handle the collection of sprites. So I have a sprite collection here, and I just tell it what folder to grab the sprites from. So here's my ammo sprites. Right now I only have 2 types of ammo. The bomb sprites, right? So it has different angles for the bomb. The explosion sprites, right, has this is used for the heavy bomb to make the little fire trail as it's going along. The heavy bomb has all the different sprites. Smart bomb, it also has different sprites. So this is pretty easy to do. Photoshop has a nice little slice tool for making these separate files. And the plan is, once I get this to a certain point, I'm going to contact an artist and have them go through and create like a theme and redo all the artwork so that it looks like a reasonable tied together game. You know, I can dabble around in art, but I'm not an artiste, and so, you know, find someone who has those skills and use them. That's the best thing to do. All right, so I've gotten pretty much all of the stuff that we wanted to do from the last episode. So where are we at now? Better graphics, waves. I still need to count up the ammo left at the end of the wave. So we'll do that next. We also want to count up the planet left. What do we got? High scores. We haven't done any scoring yet, so maybe I need to like start keeping score. So we'll do this next. Okay, so for the multiple enemies, we got the bullseye, the bomb, the heavy bomb, the smart bomb, rocket ship, saucer, asteroids. Which one should I do? Let's do the rocket ship next. And so the rocket ship is going to be like the it's going to be like the jet fighter in Missile Command. It's going to fly through and drop some bullets or some rockets or something. Drop some bullets. Of course, hitting the rocket ship will give you bonus points, but then, you know, you have to get rid of the bullets that are coming in. Okay, bullet types. I got bullets, I got rockets. Mines. Do I want to do mines? That might be fun. Sure, why not? We'll do mines next. Okay, so mines, rocket ship, keeping score, and the end of the bonus stuff. So one of the things about the waves is, right now I just have simple waves for testing out all the different enemies. Let me see here. Let me go to this. This is the code. And then I got a spot up here where I create all the waves, right? Building the enemy fleet. And so the first wave is a couple of the bullseyes, and then the next wave are the bombs, and then the next wave are the heavies, and then I get the smart bombs. But eventually I'm going to have to get to a part where I'm going to have to build all the waves. How many waves do I want? Do I want it infinite? You know, do I just want to do so many waves and then have it speed up every single time? I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Yeah. And with all these different types of enemies and different types of ammo, is it going to get too confusing? Do I want to make, like, you know, a simpler version? Not sure. Homing, super laser, ammo crates, shield, patch. Now here's the other thing: is I'm coming up to the deadline. I was just going to give myself 2 months to work on this. You know, projects keep going unless you have some deadline. It's not really a reasonable expectation to get to take on a project without some kind of deadline. It's sometimes you can push a deadline back, but really, you need a deadline to get it done. So, I'm not sure which ones I want to take. I might have to like not do the asteroids, maybe not do the saucer, and I don't know about all these bullet types and plus ups. Yeah, definitely I need to do the high score. Better graphics will come when I get an artist. Yeah. So I am coming up on the deadline, and once we get it wrapped up, I'm almost to the point where I could wrap it up and put up a beta for you guys to play around with before the artist comes back with all of his stuff. So we'll see. Okay. So that was this episode, and this is what we're going to do next, and I will catch you next time.